day 2. It's like 6:39 in the morning. If the meadow looks a little strange, a little icy, that's because it is icy. There's ice on my tent. My water bottles, once I got up, they actually started to freeze. I literally have iced coffee. My fingers are freaking frozen. It was so cold last night. I could not believe it. I could not feel my toes. It was not fun. It's probably the most uncomfortable night backpacking I could actually remember. It was that bad. But man, it is so gorgeous. And it's going to be a great day. So I'm at 7,000 feet, the campsite, 6:39 right now. Somehow, even though the alarm went off at 5:30, I was still able to get up and function. Well, I haven't had anything to eat. Thankfully, I put both my camera and my water filter in the sleeping bag last night because I thought it might be cold. And that's really good because the water filter could have froze, and the little tubes the water goes through will explode, and that renders it useless, and you don't even know it until you get jardy or something. So anyways, that's for the hike. I'm going to put the phone back in my pocket because it's going to get cold and that messes up the battery. So I have about 3 miles until I get to Mirror Lake, which is where I'm going to have breakfast, hopefully in the sunshine. On the trail, and there's, oh man, you can't really see that. There you go, coming. That's too bad. The sun's on that right now. It is gorgeous. That is probably right around where I'm going today. So I'm hiking along the meadow. It's really sparkly, isn't it? So yeah, so I knew it was gonna be cold last night. I mean, I could tell even before I got into bed, my legs were like super cold. And I got into bed about 7:45. Gosh, look at this meadow, man. Just a little further down in the meadow, there's a tent out there in the middle of it. And the tent looks like it's frozen solid. Anyways, so I knew it was going to be cold, so what I did was I basically put on almost every piece of clothes on me. I had both my sun hoodie, my alpaca hoodie. I had my beanie. Both the hoodies were on. I had my Montbell little puffy jacket. I had my gloves on. I had the sun hoodie little straps to go around your thumbs on to keep the heat in. I mean, I had everything. I had my frog tog pants on, which I still have on. In fact, I still have everything on. Like literally everything is on, except my frog tog top. I took that off. So yeah, and I was still just freezing cold. I was thinking I should have had one of those. Some of those little packets you kind of break, you know, and then they get really hot. Man, if I just would have had just a couple of those, that would have made all the difference. So I'm going to pick a couple of those up when I get into Joseph, if I can find them. But good news is last night was really the only cold night. The temperature is going to get up today, and you know, everything should be fine. So, all right, I need to concentrate on the trail here. It's going to get rocky and slippery. Yeah, it is really pretty though. Look at this, man. Yeah, super nice. Well, this meadow just keeps going. I've been hiking now for over an hour, and the meadow just keeps going. Like I hike up a little bit, and then it comes into another part of the meadow. So I think I'm getting close to the end, but look at that sky. Now, it's getting icier though. And you might say, well, how icy is it, Craig? Well, have you ever seen ice on horse poop? That's how cold it is. Just to give you an idea. Finally, sunshine. So I've hiked up out of the valley and I'm coming into a lake basin. So my first lake, called Mirror Lake, should be right around the corner to my left here. But I don't know if you're gonna get another shot of this, so. But man, that is beautiful. And there are some hidden lakes up there. You can, if you look close, you might be able to see where they might be. And of course, I was way down in that valley. Well, let's see what's around the corner. So this is Mirror Lake, just coming upon it right now. Kind of around the corner. All right, that's what we were looking at before. So we're kind of heading east right now. I should get some even better pictures coming up here. So, see, the trail is pretty nice. It's pretty soft because of all the horses. Definitely people with trekking poles. There are a lot of tents around here, so there's a lot of people camped at this lake, which makes sense. It's about 6 miles from the trailhead. Well, here we are at Mirror Lake, and this is why it's called Mirror Lake, and pretty cool. A little bit of a breeze here this morning. And there are a lot of people on this lake. I've already talked to a few people. It's crazy. Can't wait to move on. Really. So I'm just leaving Mirror Lake, and these are the two lakes that are just below it. I think they're called Shadow Lake or something like that. Yeah, beautiful. There's probably nobody camped there. I'm heading towards called Fraser Pass, and my guess is it's somewhere there. Either that or it's somewhere way over there, but I got a feeling it's not. I think I cut over to it right there. So, and there's a lake on the other side called Fraser Lake, and that's where I'm hoping to have some lunch or something like that. It's about 6 miles away. All right, so this is the little lake that I was just looking at. There are a couple people here. And this is my trail right here to go to, it's called Glacier Pass, not Fraser Pass. I got it pretty close. And I don't think it's that one that far away. I think it's right up there. That looks like a natural pass and looks like the right direction on the map too. So we'll see. I just needed to take another one because I'm just gonna cross this right now. This is what's between the two lakes. And check out the other one. Really nice. And there's actually a stream kind of between the two. That's actually moving right there. Yeah, pretty neat. Well, I'm making my way up the pass. And there, the view there, the trees block some of it. It is incredible. I've never seen such stark colors like whites and basalts, like striping through rocks, walls. It's amazing. This is very much like the Sierras. So there's somewhere up there is the pass. You see the snowfield right there too. So we're getting closer. Well, I'm not sure what our view is going to be at the pass. My watch says I'm already at 8,200. So I'm still not at the top. So that's what I'm seeing. Straight down below is those two lakes. And to the far left, that's Mirror Lake. And so I came up and over that little valley right there. That's where I stayed last night, further down the valley. So my final third part of the trail, I'm going to be in those mountains somewhere. Don't know where yet. But see, I'm getting close. There's not much left here, but wow, it's really high. There's some snow fields around and the air is really cold. So, but the sun's really nice. Yeah, so I'm getting there now. You can see the trail going right up to the saddle, the pass. Man, it's amazing. Look at the colors of the rocks. it's so hard for you when you watch this to see the depth, how steep it is. The only way to do that is for me to kind of move a little bit. You can see the valley getting down there. But look at this whole thing. Man, it's gonna be really amazing up there at the top. It's gonna be pretty cold too. As it usually is. That is fitting for a high pass. So, I wonder how high it is up there. I think it's something like 85, 8,600, something like that. Getting close though. All right, so I'm at the top. That's where I came from. This is what I came up. Here's the pass. Here's the sign. Here's the other side. Look at that. And that should be Glacier Lake down there, and there's one back further. Wow. I really don't know where I'm going down there yet. Have to check the map. Man, this is magnificent. Look at the bowl. Look at the cutouts at the top of the peak. Look at the sheer wall. Look at the dark, whatever that is, basalt running down the middle of that. I see that all over the place. Sheer cliff. Man. So this is Glacier Lake we're looking at right now. Alright, so now I'm down at the lake. Wow, man, it is so clear. It is so clear. Alright, so we're leaving Glacier Lake. Look at that outlet. Woo. Just had some electrolytes, watered up. And I got to get down this valley right here and around the turn. And then we'll see what's next. Some pretty flowers here on the trail. Alright, so I'm gonna have lunch down there, and then just talk to this really awesome family. They got like 3 or 4 kids, little kids, and they're gonna hike up to Glacier Lake. And he had a map, and so we spent some more time, and I think somewhere up there, that's what I'm gonna have to hike up over at Hawkins Pass. And it looked like it's a 1,500-foot climb, so I think I can handle that, but it's gonna be a really tough afternoon, so I need a good lunch. Well, I made it down to the meadow down here, and it's, oh yeah, I gotta show you this. It's just super epic, man. Not just epic, super epic. Check that out. Little stream running right there. Super cool. And I'm looking at the meadow. I'll have my lunch. So, let's see what's on the menu. Of course, we're gonna have Fritos, because that's part of the deal. And we're gonna add to the Fritos tuna, and this is ranch flavored. And for the added touch, some mayonnaise. And I'm gonna use kind of a bar, so I'm gonna have vanilla almond RX bar. This thing is super tasty. I'm gonna mix all the tuna. Now, I'm not gonna mix the bar, but we're gonna mix all that in my little cold soak jar, stir it up with my spoon, and partake. So I'm gonna relax here for probably about an hour, and then I'll start on going up the pass. Yeah, that's gonna be gnarly. All right, so I'm on the trail. God, this is the weirdest looking hat ever, man. Anyways, So, great lunch. In fact, let's check. Make sure I didn't leave anything. So a couple came down. They were on Hawkins Pass, which is what I'm going up right now. And they said, it's not that bad. And on the other side, about a quarter mile, once you get down from the pass, there's some campsites. So I'm like stoked. So I thought, by the way it looks, if you look at the peaks around here, they're just scary. All right. I mean, they're scary, like impassable. So the fact that this is passable and not such a big deal, I think I'll be fine. So I feel pretty good about that. Everybody I talk to are like, how many days of food do you have? I guess what I'm doing, most people, at least in their right mind, don't do. So I may, depending upon how things go, I might need to spend the night in Joseph, because I might be just so worked over. But that'll be okay. Anyways, just, got to keep flexible and all that kind of stuff. So, hike on. So I'm just cruising along here, walking up these people granite rocks and stuff. And I'm like, whoa. I was not expecting there to be another lake. Look at that. Whew. So this is a different bowl from Glacier Pass, which is, that bowl is to the right of this bowl. So perhaps they could have, did a trail to cut across, but they didn't. So that's why I'm hike down and then hiking back up, but not as high though. So the pass must be around the bend here, because certainly it's not going to be one of these right in front of me. So what a beautiful lake, man. Oh, I can see the trail. See if you can see it cutting in there. It must cut around that. Must cut around the bend right there and go up over there. So, all right. Man, there's a waterfall going into this one. Check it out. That must be from one of the lakes from the glacier area. I just can't believe this. So this climb is just relentless switchbacks. I mean, I'm going up there. I know when that's gonna switch back. This one goes down below me, right here. Whoops. I don't know if you can see it, but then it switched back. And basically it goes all the way down there to the bottom. Just back and forth. Man, check out the view though, come on. A little hazy. But the sun's kind of facing me right now too though. Getting close. I'm pretty sure that's it. And if you look just to the left, just a little bit below the saddle, you can see a trail there. So I think I go around this corner, switch back a couple times, I don't know, come on. But that's still a ways above me though. But man, it's incredible how much I've gone down though. Well, I was all the way down there and below. So my watch says about 7,900, but it's usually behind when I'm going up. So I must be at least 800 right now, or 8,000. All right, I'm leaving that behind. And I am almost here. Woo! Wow. Wow. Woo! Nice. Woo! Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at this. Unbelievable. That is crazy. Somehow I'm gonna go down this thing and go to the right and then circle around this big knob. I'm going to kind of go down to the right and then, you know, go around it to the left. It'll be straight through that rock tomorrow. Woo! My watch says 81. I think it's closer to 82, 85. That was a super big deal. I'm still at the top. This is just so amazing. I was just looking at my watch. It's 2:42, and I think I started like at 1:40 down below where I had lunch. I can't believe I did that in an hour. That was like 1,500 feet. On a rocky, sandy trail. Right on. All right, so I'm on the other side just a little bit, and I'm looking back. See the trail down there? I'm going to be on that. Look at the color of those rocks. That is crazy. And somehow I'm supposed to hike way down there into that moonscape. I'm gonna drop all the way down into that valley down there. That's where I'm gonna be camping tonight. And then I'll wrap around to the left. Wow. That moonscape thing is just so cool. Love it. Woo. Somehow I got down that. I mean, I can't even see the trail right now. It's a sketch. I mean, it's steep, loose rock. And if there was any snow on this thing at all, you would not want to be here. I mean, ice axe or not. I mean, I don't know if you can see the steepness of this thing, but it's gnarly. There's our trail way down there is where I need to get to. I'm not even sure if that's where the pass is, but I mean, there's nobody here but me. I mean, I feel like an alien, like I shouldn't even be here. So I'm walking through this meadow. Lots of flowers. Lots of onions, lots of wild onions growing. I can smell them and I found them. I wondered what was going on with that onion smell, and then I said, oh, those are the onions, and they're all over the place. So I'm looking for a campsite now. I'm kind of hitting a wall here. I'm really tired. So there's water close by, but I just need to find something that not going to be freezing cold. The air feels warmer right now. It blows up the canyon sometimes, and doesn't have that kind of icy feel to it. It feels nice. So I'm hoping it won't be so cold tonight, which would be great. A lot better. So hopefully I find a campsite in here. Something level, dry, all that kind of thing. Well, it has been quite a day. Actually, this is the second take of this because after I was making my dinner, I just thought about stuff and about how it was pretty horrific when the day started. I didn't sleep very well. My feet, my toes were numb. My hands were numb, like my fingers when I start putting, getting camp all, taken down and everything. It was cold. It was really cold. The tent was wet because there was literally frost on it. The ground cloth was wet. So I forgot all about that until I got to camp here. I'm like, shoot, I got to dry this stuff out. And it took, I swear, it took at least 15 minutes of hiking before my feet started to warm up. I mean, they were that cold. So it was a pretty tough morning. I mean, the weather was incredible. It was super cold, but it was really clear. And then it did start to slowly warm up this afternoon. That's when I noticed it felt like the air itself was warm. And still, right now, it's about 6:30. And I mean, I really probably don't have to have both of these on, but it's a whole heck of a lot better. So it was pretty tough. From a hiking standpoint, I figured it out, and I hiked about 13 miles today, which normally isn't that great. But you got to remember, I started at like, I don't know, 7,000 something, low 7,1. Then I hiked up to the pass at 85. But in between that, there was a bunch of up and down. And the first pass was Glacier Pass. That Glacier Lake was that was truly epic. That was like next to that and Fontanellis in the Desolation Wilderness are like so awesome. One is not better than the other. It's that good. And then I went way back down to 7,1. So I dropped over, almost 1,500 feet. And then I hiked back up 1,500 feet to the Hawkins Pass. And that Hawkins Pass was gnarly. It was really, it was rocky, and coming down on the other side, I didn't expect it, but it was really steep going down on the other side. I can't imagine if there's any kind of snow on that. It's like, no, that's just not going to happen. So that was a pretty gnarly pass. It was gorgeous, though. Both were super pretty, so that was good. So 13 miles is okay. So what that made me do, then I had to kind of check out, because I'm a few miles behind what I really wanted to be at. And so I checked, and it's 20 miles to Wallowas Lake, which is there's a 7-mile road from that to Joseph. And I'm going to resupply in Joseph. So can I make like 20 miles tomorrow? No, the actual original plan was to go to this lake called, and I think it's Android Lake, which is a weird name for lake, but I think that's it. And it's about 14 miles from here. So I should be able to make that without any problem, regardless of the trail. I was thinking, well, maybe I could push it and do the 20, but if I did that, I'd get there late, and then I'd be trying to hitch a ride into the town. So, and then I'm not going to come back then that evening. So I'll probably just do it according to plan, and I'll camp at that lake tomorrow. That'll be the plan. So I'm really hoping. Honestly, I'm a little fearful about it being cold again tonight, because that was not fun. It was not fun at all. And I don't want to have to go through that again. I don't think it's going to be like that, but I'm going to bulk up. I'm going to put everything on I have again. It's kind of funny. You see me like a mummy in there. So anyway, that's the plan. But all in all, it was a really good day. I met some really great people, and it was really nice. I mean, I missed my hiking buddy tremendously, Gabrielle. And I think I'm doing okay with the navigation. I haven't messed up. And I'm doing really good with the battery, even though I'm doing a lot of video. I'm watching that closely, and I think it's going to work out okay. So let's see. I've not had cell coverage. I checked once at the first pass, 0, no service at all. So I won't get cell coverage. Maybe tomorrow, probably not until I get into Joseph. That was my guess. So, all right. So that's it for today. A mixed day, but it turned out really good in the end, which is always a good thing. So hike on.